good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Colorado Buffaloes, Boulder, Colorado. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Florida Gators, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Buffaloes will kick it away to start. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Gators offense takes the field. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity.
Turning it on! Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking. The Gators, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Red pass, it's complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early. We're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, two top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit. All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Gators come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. At the 20, he's got space. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
They've got the screen set up. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Ninth play of the drive coming up, but they'll have to convert third. Fires toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Gators.
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
Returner's going to try to see what he can get. The Buffaloes offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinator coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Just a short pass to the tight end.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to...
And he gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Buffaloes will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got him downfield. There he goes. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Lee to throw. Got his man on the outside. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And really good job getting to the quarterback. That's priority number 1, trying to get pressure on him, get him to the ground as a bonus. They had 6 sacks in their last game. They got to keep building on that number if they want to keep stacking wins.
Back open in the middle. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. 4th and goal from the 3, and the offense will stay out there and try to finish the deal. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Splits the uprights. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. LSU had a dominant win, the kind the folks in Baton Rouge were used to in 2019 when Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and Justin Jefferson led the Tigers to a national title. Talk about a special team. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Using his legs. It's Allen. Good surge up front. Give him 4 out to the 18. Let's see what they have in the bag on 3rd and short from their own 18. Looking for a man. It's Davidson. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Here's a return from midfield. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Going to the running game. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. He's going to take off. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. On the move. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Reads it, fires complete. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. The Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Going to swing it on second down. They're setting up the screen. Breaks into the open. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. And the Gators are on the move. Let's send the tight end in motion. Lee takes to the air. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal?
They'll move the wide receiver. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Florida. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Coming out with it, it's Buck. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
And the Buffaloes can really attack on this second and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Sends it back in motion. Dropping back, it's Davidson. Hit as he throws. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Off the play fake. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready. They were disciplined and made a good play on the football.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the right. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion, whoop-de-doo. You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Hauls it in at the 25. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. And they've found no answer so far. Already to the end zone twice, tacked on a field goal, and now back for more. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards. yards on the play.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Leaves it with the back. Can't get him to the ground. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Well, here's an interesting situation after that incompletion for the offense all of a sudden, because you've had success. You've scored 2 touchdowns on your first 2 drives. You've got to be playing with a lot of confidence. Does that carry over and make you feel like going for it here on 4th down? You've got the playmakers. You've made some big plays early in this game. Field position would say you should punt it, but what does the head coach decide to do?
And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Back to pass, it's Davidson. Finds his man down the middle. Oh, he's got some space. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Looking for the score. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there, forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass. Got his man on the right. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's 1st and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
Oh, they're after him. Had to get rid of it quickly. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Back-to-back incompletions and likely back to the air on 3rd and goal. Trying play action. Pressure coming. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that. But your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It'll be 3rd and long. Lead a throw. It's complete. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play. Turning it on! And he's brought down after a nice gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. A strike downfield. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. Caught over the middle. It's Miller. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Gators come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Here comes the heat. Firing to the right, complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Trying to wear down this defense. A seventh play of the drive. It's 3rd and 1. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin. And you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And sometimes you got to know when to give it up, right? As a quarterback, you feel it. You can't hold it that second too long when bad things can really happen. You could tell the clock went off, and he was throwing that puppy away.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking for space. It's Allen. There he goes. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Punt is on its way. Wants to bring it back. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads to the right. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far today in Boulder, and welcome in to the halftime update. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas at Folsom Field.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Gators will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Buck. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football ball right of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
And the Buffaloes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Dropping back, it's Davidson. Fires to the tight end. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Weaver. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Second down, they'll go to the air. Here's the heat. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And the defense gets a huge play. I'll tell you, they've been wreaking havoc in this one so far. They've got so many athletes up front on this defensive line. It kind of reminds me about the defenses I used to go against in practice back in the late 90s. Guys like Javon Curse coming off the edge. The freak. It was a nightmare. So hard for our guys to block. We felt like game day was easier than what we faced in practice. And I tell you, this D-line by the Gators, what they got this year, they are special.
Fearsome pressure. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The Buffaloes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Caught behind the line. It's Allen. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Under fire. Makes the catch. He's brought down at the 49. That is well short of the first down. And the Buffaloes line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Got the first down and more. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Miller. Turns it on in midfield. It's a running room. He's at the 10. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Gators.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time.
Breaks into the open.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Tight end now in motion. He leaves it with his back. Look out, he's got room. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
To throw, it's Davidson. Quick strike complete. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. And the Buffaloes are flying down the field. Off-play action on first down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him, and sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The Buffaloes will send out the punt unit. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He'll field the punt. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. They'll go to the ground. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34. The Gators in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Rides to the back. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Power football with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Hold on.
That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. Finds his tight end. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. Quarterback may change this route. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Quickly to the tight end. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. To the air. It's Davidson. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. And the Buffaloes moving quickly to the line.
And when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the 4th quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down.
Now, 4th down.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's incomplete, and the defense makes a stop and gets the football back. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They want that clock to run. Shakes off the defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go right back to the run. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. The Gators will have it 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback on the keeper. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. And the Gators line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. Coming into this one, we won.